Hello everyone, this is Kimmy Wyatt, and I am here today. First of all, this is Saturday, January the 6th of 2018, and this is Kimmy this week for the week of, let's see, December the 31st through January the 6th. Can you guys believe it? It's already a week into the new year. Can you believe it? But I'm doing a special Kimmy this week. For this week, they're all special though to me, but this particular one, I'm focusing on security. As you guys know, the Blue Cup in the Attic, which I named some events or the events that happened and still happening in my life, starting in 2016 when I moved into an apartment complex in Dallas, Texas, and et cetera, et cetera. And so because I found a blue cup in my attic, I did have an attic, believe it or not. I started naming things corresponding to me being spied on. Most things anyway, the blue cup in the attic, or TBCITA, which is the acronyms for the blue cup in the attic. So I made a pact with myself and the Lord. I went into a prayer room or closet that my places had, and I said, Lord, just use me. If you are trying to use this event for me to warn other people of what's going on, then so be it. And so periodically I will post numerous things, videos, mostly videos of things that I find on YouTube, things that you guys can use to help or to prevent you guys from being spied on, new revelations and things that I find out, etc., etc. So I'm here in my new place, unbeknownst to you guys, the same people that were spying on me over there, although not physically here, I don't think, they've gotten in cahoots with guess who? Yeah. See, what you guys don't understand, or some of you may not know if you haven't been keeping up, is that this is high-tech equipment that they use to spy on me. Now, there are pinhole cameras, night vision pinhole cameras, all kinds of cameras that can do this. They're put in the walls. You can't see them, which is the new thing that organized crime people or idiots are using for on victims. They are spying on women in their apartments, that you go in your apartment, you have no clue that there's a camera in the wall, and these are new apartments. So as they went on and progressed, guess what? God had already shown me that they were going to be putting cameras in the walls, because here's the deal. I want to spy on you so bad. I'm Guatemalan, Salvadorian, Honduran, or of Hispanic descent. I'm going to go and get a job over here because they're building these apartments. And guess what? Not only am I going to spy on you, I'm going to spy on, even though your apartment is already finished, but you didn't move in 6 or 7 days after you got your key. Hint, hint, clue, clue. But we're going to put cameras in the walls. So one of the things I want to let you guys, or two things I want to let you guys know to be aware of. I was going to show my face like I normally do, and I probably will take pictures. I'm not for sure, but it's pretty late right now. I think it's almost 11 o'clock, so I may not. There are my feet. I will show you my feet. But two things that I want you guys to be very well aware of is to be aware. It really kills me how, and I know everyone's not me, and I know everyone's not the next person who can see this and recognize it. I get it. But you guys, please start being aware. This is 2018, and guess what? This technology is not going anywhere. Please start paying attention. You have mothers, daughters, sisters, cousins, females, co-workers, people that you truly love. And if you brush it off and think that, oh, nothing's going to happen to them, they can't be a victim, etc., 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 then you are literally brushing it off, and they're not going to know what is going on. Okay. I made comments where I moved from several times. I can't even count on my hands the times that I said, Black African people would never do anything like this. Black African men would never do anything like this. Black African women would never do anything like this. And you guys, now that I'm here, I can tell you that I was totally wrong. Totally wrong. I was wrong. I mean, totally. So, my idiots over there have gotten in cahoots with my idiots over here. Very high-tech equipment, can see through walls, can see through ceramic, can see through brick, can see through basically anything, can see through you. So when you hide, we're going to go to and get even more high-tech equipment. You guys, I am in my closet. Again, different places where I can sleep. And please don't expect any sympathy from an idiot. See, if you were paying me, money, then I don't have any sympathy for you. I am getting paid and I am lazy as you know what, so I don't have to go to work. I can just have these cameras here and hey, I'm going to watch you, etc., etc., etc. Yes. So yeah, so the two things, it was three, but I can't think of the other thing, and I'll mention it in another video or whatever, because guess what? I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do my job to make sure that everyone is aware that criminals are using this high-tech equipment. Please look up privacy apocalypse, space 5, or maybe 2 spaces. Normally it's 2 spaces after a colon, but privacy apocalypse, 5 devices you can't hide from. And I did not find that article or that website before this was happening to me. I found it after. Just doing research to pass things on to you guys, but even more so to protect myself or find out what are they using, and that's some pretty high-tech equipment, you guys, that costs a lot of money. I was in a 2-floor apartment complex, could not understand how when I walked, something below me, some had 3 levels, by the way, in the apartment complex, but I was in a 2-level apartment building. Couldn't understand how something below me was following me in every freaking room I went in. Okay? All I know is something below me was following me in every freaking room. That's one of the things that I noticed. And I'm sorry for yawning. I'm pretty sleepy, but yeah, I noticed that. I was like, whoa, I'm walking into the bathroom. What is this following me, below me, walking with me? Now, first thing you guys are going to think, because this is how we think, oh, the floor was creaking. The floor was cracking. And it's probably an older building, yada, yada, yada. No, 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 no. See, I know the difference between a floor cracking and when I stop, this thing stops. When I'm walking, this thing is under me. I mean, and I know that's not a good description of how I knew, but trust me, that I know how to decipher the difference between a creaking floor and something going across the ceiling below me or some level below me, following me wherever I went. Okay? You're talking about bona fide, certified perverts who are getting away with this because of the new technology. I'm not raping you. I'm just watching you. I'm not raping you. I'm just watching you. I'm not raping you. I'm just watching you. Honey, if you only knew, and you get, no matter how many times you tell this to them, see, most criminals feel like they're not criminals until they get caught. You don't know how many times I've said, you are raping me because you're watching me without my consent. And it's voyeurism is what it's called. Okay. And look up the laws on voyeurism in the United States. It should scare you because you are going to go to prison because you are watching someone. And I'm going to tell you guys, this flies over my head every time. Who in their right mind, and you can't be in your right mind if you're spying on people, who in their right mind, however, would spend this much freaking time to spy on someone? It's not funny, but it's funny that someone would even do that. You are not only a pervert, you are deranged. Only someone deranged, out of their mind, crazy, and would do something like this, like that. Let me finish my sentence. And it's because they feel like they're not going to get caught. I had a guy friend come over, and he said the same thing that I had been saying. They feel like they're not going to get caught. I see the police, or I see you. You're calling the police. The police are coming. I'm going to put up the equipment. Notice I point up above my head. I'm going to put up the equipment. So there's no proof. So here we go. Excuse me for sniffling. There are 2 things that I can remember out of 3. First thing is, you guys, when you see people in their vehicles in a parking lot, just sitting in their vehicles, that's normal to you, right? It's nothing wrong with that. People do that all the time. Okay, my refrigerator just came on, so you may hear it. People do that all the time. What's wrong with that? You see the same person in the same vehicle doing the same thing 5, 6, 7 times a week, sitting in their vehicle more than 5 minutes. Something's wrong. Especially in cold weather. Now, I know that vehicle may have heat, etc., but come on, you guys, that's not normal. That's abnormal. They're not going anywhere. Or you see a vehicle, okay? You know those people. They live in an apartment complex with you, or they live there. Here's the deal. You see this vehicle, truck, car, whatever, come and park by your building. You see this vehicle all the time. No one ever gets out. But it shows up and it leaves. It shows up, it stays about 30 minutes or less, and it leaves. You guys, someone, maybe you, are being spied on in that building, in that facility, wherever it may be. If you were to sneak out, be careful and walk past their vehicle. You're probably going to see them scampering to try to put up whatever it is that they're looking at, whatever device it is, usually a cell phone. As a matter of fact, it's probably 99% of the time a cell phone. Here's the deal. Using an IP address, they can watch you anywhere in the world. They do not have to be, as I reported before. I don't even know if I published up those videos, because I've had a lot of videos I haven't published up, you guys, and I'm not going to publish them up. I look at stuff that I do and I'm like, I'm not going to publish that up for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with you or what. And I just say, no, I was going in a little too hard for example, just as an example. And when I say going in, I was getting on some of the people, here as well, just saying some stuff. So I was like, nah, that's not good. I'm not going to let Satan use me like that. So, you see people sitting in their vehicles. No, what I was saying is the IP address. IP address is usually a series of 4 sets of numbers, ranging in all the way from, let's see, I forgot. I can start at 1 and go to 200 or something like that, Well, no, it can be more than 200. I forgot. It can be like 299 or 260 something or something. Like 1.2. With dots in between, by the way. 1.54.137.17. Or 1.249, or better yet, 249.1. Whatever. This is an IP address. All they need is that IP address, you guys, and they can watch you all over the world. Okay, that's what I want you to be aware of. So, but those are 2 different things, but the same, the same action. They can watch you, whether close by, which they will do, or they can just use an IP address. Okay. And if you're a victim and you all of a sudden don't see as many cards as you were seeing before, but you know that there are still cameras in the area in your place, then something's wrong. You know what? They're watching you via IP address. You're still being watched. But because you recognize what they're doing, they start watching you via IP address. All you got to do is cover some stuff up and shut down and cover the camera lens up, you know, and you will see them coming to your area and going to the apartments where I call them base apartments. These are the apartments where the cameras where these are the receiver apartments or base apartments. These are where the equipment itself is. You know, gotta have equipment. You gotta have a receiver. Okay. This is where the equipment is. And usually your base apartment is around you somewhere. Okay. Really close, like really close, because it's Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? They use the base apartment uses a Wi-Fi. These are Wi-Fi cameras. Okay. So that's set, you know, the cameras in your apartment or wherever. The base apartment is close by, whether upstairs, next door, not that door literally, but you know. And this is they receive the video feed, and the video feed goes out because of the IP address to multiple people. And criminals feel like they're not harming you. They're not doing anything to you. I'm not touching you. I'm not doing anything to you. You are just being watched, and I can do that if I want to. Honey, no, you can't. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, this is my prediction. And it's a sad prediction, but I have to let you guys know there are going to be so many people who are going to get killed behind this technology. Behind being found out that they have been watching someone's daughter, they have been watching someone's baby girl, they have been doing, there's a lot of fathers that are going to go to prison because they're going to act a plumb fool when they find out that you have been watching he and his wife, while they're having sex. And I have to ask the criminal, is it worth it? Because there's lots of porn you can watch on the internet. But here's the deal. When you are being watched to that degree, this is organized crime. Yeah, they can go look at porn all day. But when you're being watched to that degree, you're being watched because they are getting paid. Let me say that again. You are being watched because they are getting paid to watch you. Okay, they're getting paid to watch you. You and I both know, and they know they can, if it was a porn thing, then they can just go and look it online and look at porn like you do, if you do. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. Another thing I want you guys to watch out for. I am on camera right now. I'm not using my phone. So I'm going to go over here, but I'm going to go in the ceiling because I have some clothes here that I need to fold up. So I'm going to go in the ceiling first and go bam here. Okay. You guys, this looks like a regular piece of foil, but you're probably wondering why I have it on my wall, because it is not appealing. Does not go with my decorum. Yeah, even though I'm not finished in this room, fixing things or doing my thing, this doesn't go with my decorum. So why do I have it here? Well, I'm going to turn the light on. And I may not be able to turn the light on because, no, okay, stay with me. On my phone, I have a pause button, but I just got this camera, so I don't know. Please stay with me. I am going to, hold on, let's see. There we go. Okay. So, cameras in the ceiling. I had to go in there. Okay, so yeah, now we have some light. So I'm back in here. There we go. So, let me do something right quick. So anywho, I'm not as focused as I was. I don't know what's going on, but anywho, so you got this here, and if I were to take this off, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this because my shadow is covering it up. This is a textured wall. See the texture? You hear it? Notice here, from here to, let's see, here to here. Go down to here. Anyway, it's not textured, but above it and below it is textured. Okay, you see that? The reason for that is because there's a camera behind here. You can even see here, this side is textured. This is textured. This is not. Okay. When you find flat surfaces on a textured wall, and you find flat sections on a textured wall, and this is a new, brand new from the ground complex. Okay, this is a brand spanking new complex. When you find things like that, you guys, please be aware that behind that flat part is a camera. Here's why, or chances are there's a camera. Sometimes there could be actually problems where they did have to fix that part and they just got lazy and didn't want to texture the wall. But for what? What could be over there? What could you punch the wall and got mad at someone? Please excuse my mannequin head. She's there for a reason. Hint, hint. But what? Well, it's there for a reason. What could possibly, what reason could possibly be given for that wall to be like that? And like I said, you're fixing, this is a new building, fix it. No, there's a camera there. When you find things like that, please be aware. Okay, there's a camera behind the wall. I can just about bet 95% of the time. Okay, so be careful of that. Now, how do you detect if there's a camera? You guys, I don't like promoting websites and businesses, or well, all I'm going to say is this. In 2018, please, just like spy equipment has been lowered, so spies and criminals can spy on you, so have counter surveillance equipment. Please do yourself a favor, especially if you have an inkling that something's going on. You have, especially women, we have that instinct, like something's not right, but I don't know what it is. I'm still going to take a shower, but something's not right. And it's for me, it was when I figured out the whole thing that I stopped showering like that. I was putting on sundresses that I had to cut, beautiful sundresses. A sundress that I had to cut in particular, one was already short. Tube dresses, where you can still wash your arms and your body and everything and lift it. Yeah, you guys, I have bought so much foil and Mylar, and I'm telling you, I have spent some money just so that I would not be watched. Because Mylar and foil repels the camera signal or the lens. You can't see through as much when those items are in the way. Foil, aluminum, and Mylar, which is another form of aluminum. And if you want to know what Mylar is like the helium balloons that have the designs on them, and you go in the dollar store and say, okay, I want 5 of these for someone's birthday or an event. Also, Mylar is also what you put in your windshield. Put the folded Mylar windshield protector, or what do they call, sun shield, that you put in your window to keep the sun out. That's Mylar, made of Mylar in most cases. Mostly all cases. It may have a design on it or something, but it's Mylar. So I'm going to be wrapping this up. This is Kimmy this week, and since today is the 6th, I'm going to say that this is for December the 31st, 2017 through January the 6th of 2018. Okay, so watch out for people just sitting in their vehicles for no reason. They're not getting anything out. You see them do this all the time. yada, yada, yada. Sometimes these are men who are married. They will go sit in the vehicle. You think they're going to the store, or they want to go to the store every single day. I'm going to the store around the same time. You guys just be aware. And also, as I stated, be careful of flat surfaces that do not that are on textured surfaces or around textured surfaces. You got a textured surface, but then all of a sudden you have a flat. And here's the reason for that. Before I go, I know I had to tell you guys something else. The reason why they flattened that surface, well, of course they had to go in there to put the camera, but the reason why it's flat is because if you were to ball that foil up and cover something up, they have even less of a chance of seeing through because of the texture of the foil. You know, you ball it up and then flatten it out as much as you can and then put it somewhere. They can't see because of the prisms that the foil creates. It makes it much harder for the camera to see through. Okay, same thing with the textured wall. If the wall is textured, the camera can't see as well through the lens. I mean, they can't see you as well through the lens. So they flatten that area to get the texture so that the camera can see, or that they can see, you. Okay, this is Kimmy Wyatt, and thank you for listening. Soup for the souls, you guys. I have tried everything in my power to get these on YouTube. I want them on YouTube. It should be easier if someone has audio, and trust me, from now on they will be on video. But I have over 100 of them. So I even created a new SoundCloud account, and I'm like, no, I want to be able to put these on YouTube. So I came up with a solution. It's the best solution that I can come up with right now, and it's probably going to be that solution until I get something better. I've downloaded apps. I've done everything. All I'm trying to do is put audio to a picture. Okay. So it's turning red, you guys, my little minute indicator to let me know that I'm probably winding down to